die situation. If he did that, you're a rat too. I don't spare no mother about it. Because if you doing anything wrong, you doing anything criminal-wise, and you cooperate with law enforcement to get you out of trouble, that means you're cooperating. That means you're a rat.
Questioning you calling on the phone and talking on the phone with. Questioning doing crime with. And questioning that you got the authorization to check. You can't check me.
Stop talking to me. This ain't your restaurant. This ain't your restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name? My name King. You know it ain't.
Imagine waking up one day to find your family's deepest secrets exploding across the internet, fueled by a bitter rivalry that refuses to die. What starts as a whisper of betrayal turns into a full-blown war, dragging sons, legacies, and hidden truths into the spotlight. This isn't just hip-hop drama. It's a tangled web of accusations, arrests, and fatherly failures that leaves everyone questioning who's really at fault. Stick around, because by the end, you'll be wondering if any of these icons can escape the shadows they've cast. Let's peel this back layer by layer, starting with the spark that ignited it all. Picture two rap heavyweights, once circling the idea of teaming up, now locked in a feud that's as personal as it gets. One accuses the other of crossing that unbreakable street code, cooperating with the authorities to save his own skin. The claim? That this legend didn't just talk to the cops. He allegedly shifted blame onto someone who couldn't defend themselves, a relative long gone. The fallout was immediate. A planned collaboration, something fans were buzzing about, vanished overnight. No explanations, just silence and simmering tension. But here's where it gets intriguing. The accused didn't back down quietly. He fired back, insisting the whole story was a misunderstanding, born from a casual chat that got twisted out of context. No real evidence, he said, just rumors. And to prove it, he teased having official records that would clear his name once and for all. It sounded convincing, right? Enough to make you pause and think, maybe there's more to this than meets the eye. Yet, in the heat of the moment, he flipped the script, pointing fingers at his accuser's own murky past. Whispers had been floating for years about deals cut behind closed doors to avoid heavy consequences. Suddenly, the hunter became the hunted, and the beef escalated from words to a battle of who could dig up the most dirt. Just when things seemed to cool, with the accuser admitting he'd spoken too soon without solid proof, the plot twisted again. Out came claims of a hidden recording, something that could supposedly nail the betrayal for good. But it didn't stop there. This time, the fire spread to the next generation. The son of the accused got pulled in, labeled as a mirror image of his father, outspoken, attention-seeking, and playing a dangerous game. It was a low blow, designed to hit where it hurts most, in the heart of family pride. Now let's zoom in on that young heir, a kid born into fame but chasing his own street cred. Fast forward to a chaotic night in 2024, a near miss with law enforcement, the scent of trouble in the air, and weapons where they shouldn't be. To top it off, an old shadow from 2022 resurfaced, a pile of unresolved issues like reckless driving and impaired judgment that had been lurking, waiting to explode. The stakes? A potential stretch behind bars that could stretch up to half a decade. It's the kind of mess that shatters illusions, forcing a hard look at the life he's been building, or pretending to build. His father had seen it coming, or so the story goes. Years earlier, he'd laid it out plain. Keep pushing these boundaries and the only future waiting is one with iron bars. It was a warning laced with tough love, born from personal experience. But did it stick? The evidence suggests not. Flashback to a wild scene at a late-night eatery when the kid was barely out of his teens. He stirred up chaos, taunting staff on camera, acting invincible. Instead of a stern pullback, his dad stepped in with defense, chalking it up to the perks of success, jealousy from those grinding day-to-day. The online world erupted, calling it a parenting fail, arguing it bred entitlement rather than accountability. What do you think? If you were in that spot watching your kids spiral, would you shield them or let the world teach the lesson? It's easy to judge from afar, but this feud makes you feel the weight of those choices. And speaking of judgment, the accuser isn't spotless either. Turn the lens on his own home and cracks appear. His offspring recently tangled with the law in a high-stakes chase, weapons involved that could rewrite futures in an instant. Rumors swirl that the father might have stepped in to shoulder the burden, a move that echoes the very accusations he's hurling. The irony hits hard. How can you call out someone's family when yours is navigating the same storms? Social media didn't miss it, with voices piling on. If your house is in disarray, maybe stay out of others. It turns the whole thing into a mirror maze where every shot fired bounces back. But wait, there's a deeper twist lurking. This isn't fresh beef. Its roots run back to a public clash over personal boundaries. The accuser once voiced strong opinions on another celebrity's family choices, sparking outrage and labels that stuck. Who stepped up to challenge him? None other than the man he's now targeting. That call-out planted seeds of resentment, and ever since, every opportunity to strike back has been seized. From questioning loyalty in old cases to critiquing parenting styles, it's a calculated campaign. When the sun slipped up and made headlines, it was the perfect opening to deepen the wound. As the drama unfolds, outside voices amplify the chaos. One industry insider even hinted at darker family secrets, suggesting the accused might have his own history of tough decisions involving kin. True or not, it adds fuel, making fans pick sides in a spectacle that's part entertainment, part cautionary tale. Online, the kid keeps the show going, flashing wealth, defying the threats hanging over him as if daring fate. Old videos resurface, confrontations, bold displays, moments of unchecked bravado that paint a picture of years without real reins. Yet doubts creep in about that so-called explosive evidence. Is it real, or just a bluff to stay relevant? Some say it's smoke and mirrors, a ploy to keep the spotlight. Others swear it's dynamite waiting to detonate. Either way, the tension feels raw, personal, like it's not just about words anymore, but dismantling empires. Think about it. In a world where image is everything, how do you rebuild when your flaws are broadcast? This feud strips away the glamour, exposing the human side, the mistakes as fathers, the pressures of legacy, the cost of living loud. Fans devour it, blogs fan the flames, and the industry watches like it's primetime drama. But beneath the hype, it's a reminder. No one's untouchable. And here's a curveball to keep you guessing. What if the real mystery isn't the accusations, but why this obsession persists? Is it jealousy, old grudges, or something unspoken? Drop your theory in the comments below. The wildest one might get pinned next time. If you've stuck with me this far, you're built for these twists. Smash that like button to prove it, but don't tap out yet. The biggest revelation? This saga's far from over. Whispers of unseen footage, brewing legal battles, and reputations on the line mean the next chapter could shatter everything. For the real mystery hunters out there, subscribe now. You won't want to miss what drops next. Share this if it got your mind racing, and until then, stay curious.